Never Give Up Emily had always been a dreamer. Growing up in the small, quiet town of Maplewood, she would often sit by her bedroom window, gazing at the stars, whispering her dreams into the night. Her dream? To sing, to share her voice with the world, and let her songs heal hearts the way music had always healed hers. But life, as it often does, had other plans. Emily's family lived paycheck to paycheck. Her father was a mechanic, his hands calloused from years of labor, and her mother worked double shifts at the local diner. While others in her high school pursued hobbies or traveled during vacations, Emily spent her free time helping at home or working part-time jobs to make ends meet. Still, her passion for music burned within her like a sacred flame. Late at night, when the world was quiet, she would sit at the old piano they'd inherited from her grandmother. The keys were chipped and some didn't work, but to Emily, it was a treasure. She played her heart out, singing softly so as not to wake her family. Those stolen moments of music felt like freedom. At 16, Emily's world came crashing down when her father suffered a workplace accident that left him unable to work. The weight of responsibility shifted onto her young shoulders. She picked up more shifts at the diner, often working until her feet ached and her spirit felt crushed. Her dreams of music began to feel like a distant, unreachable star. She would often cry herself to sleep, wondering why life seemed so unfair. One evening, as she cleaned tables at the diner, an elderly woman approached her. Emily hadn't noticed the woman earlier, but there was a kindness in her eyes that felt almost magical. "I heard you humming," the woman said, her voice soft but firm. "You have a gift, my dear." Embarrassed, Emily smiled politely. "It's just a silly dream," she replied. The woman reached for Emily's hand and squeezed it gently. "Dreams are never silly. They're whispers from your soul, begging you to listen. Don't let the weight of the world drown them out." That night, Emily sat at her piano, the woman's words echoing in her heart. Tears streamed down her face as she played a melody she'd been working on for years. She poured every ounce of her pain, hope, and longing into her music. It was as if the universe itself was listening. Emily decided she wouldn't let her circumstances define her. She started performing at local events, her voice trembling at first, but growing stronger with each performance. She submitted her songs to competitions, often facing rejection. Every no felt like a dagger, but she refused to give up. Instead, she reminded herself that every failure was a step closer to success. Years passed, and Emily's perseverance began to pay off. Her music started gaining attention online, touching hearts far beyond her small town. At 23, she received a call that changed her life. A renowned producer had heard her song and wanted to work with her. When her debut album was released, it wasn't just a collection of songs. It was a testament to her journey, a symphony of resilience and hope. Standing on stage at her first sold-out concert, Emily looked out at the cheering crowd and felt the tears welling up in her eyes. She thought of the long nights, the rejections, the sacrifices, and the woman who had reignited her hope. In that moment, she knew one thing with absolute certainty. She had made it because she never gave up. Emily's story wasn't just about chasing a dream. It was a reminder to everyone that no matter how dark the night gets, the stars will always shine if you keep looking up. Stories like this are worth sharing, don't you think? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's inspire the world together.